What it do, good people? It's your boy, the notorious D.O.C., aka Marco Kane, coming at you from the dirty ashtray. Yeah, I know it's been like I always say, it's been a couple of weeks. Kind of got caught up. It's the holidays, man. Work, holidays, Easter. Happy Easter to everybody out there, by the way. Hey, we do what we can do, man. We put them out like we put them out. Yeah, my co-host, he's out of commission still, but it's all good. Y'all see him again soon. But today we're gonna start off the show with the first part. It's gonna be probably a 3-part series of this topic. Now, this is a kind of funny topic. It came about, me and my wife were sitting down out here on my patio deck a few days ago, and something came up about strip clubs and a gentleman's club, strip club, butt naked, however you want to say it. But that came up, and it was like, what's the age to where you don't need to go to the strip club anymore? Now, my comment was, well, if one of my fellas is having a birthday party, or if somebody is getting married and they're throwing a bachelor party there, I might go, because I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to be no teetotaler and say that I ain't never been to no strip club. Me and my buddies used to go like all the time, and we be in there kicking it. And, some people get the misconception on strip clubs and thinking that, it's just all butt naked, women gyrating on you and all that. It's not that case all the time. It is at some strip clubs, and I have seen it. But there's some strip clubs you go in there like gentlemen's clubs. You go in there, you pretty much got to be in like a damn suit and tie. They serve food in there, and when I'm talking about food, I ain't talking about no damn finger food. I'm talking about like steak and lobster, good shit. But the case point being, she was like, well, they don't need no 50-something-year-old, 60-something-year-old man sitting in that gyrating. Hell, some of the dudes in there be 60 years old and got big bank. I'm talking about they fucking millionaires. And they ain't in there getting gyrated on. Some of them is lonely. Some of them don't have any friends. I ain't gonna say never been touched by a woman, but ain't been touched by a woman in who knows how long. But they go in there, just, look. Some of them touch. I mean, all kind of shit goes on in the strip clubs. Y'all done heard the rumors. Y'all done heard the stories. So I'm not gonna sugarcoat that shit. It's a lot of crazy shit that goes on in them strip clubs. But my thing is, I'm turning 60 in a few weeks. But she was like, why would your old behind want to go? I ain't going in there and look at them old young little old girls, because they can't do jack shit for me. Period. They can't do nothing for me. Now, what they want is my money, which they not gonna get. Anybody that knows me, I'm a cheap motherfucker. I'll throw you $1 or $2 out there, but other than that, nah, I'm gonna come in there, chill out. More than likely, I'm gonna bring my own food with me if it's one of them types. I'm gonna bring my own alcohol with me if it's one of them types. And I'm gonna sit back, I'm gonna conversate with my homeboys, we're gonna chill out, and I'm gonna get my behind up and I'm gonna come on home. That's it. Now, some of the younger dudes that go in there, they go in there for, to do whatever. And when I say whatever, I mean whatever. You can get whatever done in there to you. But, like I said, them girls in there, some of them is doing that to make money. Now, is it money in it? Hell yeah. And trust me, I done seen the money that passes through, going through them girls. Man, some of them girls now make a few $1,000s a night. And some of them don't even take their damn clothes off. So that's the other thing. So with that being said, what is y'all opinion? And I really need y'all to comment, comment, and subscribe first off. But I need some comments on this. If you pass 40, are you still going to the strip club or the gentleman's club? And when it's too old to go to a gentleman's club? I mean, if you say one of your friends, I ain't gonna say pass away because that's the wrong word. Somebody's birthday. I mean, people go to strip clubs for all different kind of reasons and shit. So, like I said, with that being said, when is it too old? Now, like I say, my wife, she was like, ew, that's kind of nasty. You know, you're going in there, letting them young ladies gyrate on you and giggle all on you, and you come back home smelling like Tootsie and all that. Hey, look, it is what it is. You know, if you go, you go. If you don't, you don't. You know, I ain't gonna judge them young ladies. I ain't gonna judge the hell. You got some old ones off in there. They shouldn't really probably be in there stripping, but hey, they in there making their change. Somebody like it. You feel me? So, you know, like I say, if it's something that you enjoy, and I ain't gonna say that I enjoy shit like that. Like I said, I used to go just to go hang out with the fellas. We'd come in there, and I ain't gonna mention no names or no clubs, because half the clubs I used to go to, I don't even think they even open anymore. But a couple of my good long time friends, we still friends now. Been friends for like over 40 years. We used to go in there and kick it. Like I said, we would take 2 or 3 ice chests in there, and one would be full of food. Hell, the other one would be full of alcohol and beer. And then we even had one that was full of champagne and orange juice. We was doing that mimosa shit before mimosas was mimosas. You know what I mean? So, you know, that was the crazy shit. And, you know, we go in there, smoke cigars, chill out, hang out. And, yeah, did I give the girls a few dollars in there? Yeah, of course I did. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a strip club. They in there to make money. You know, they'd pass around. I tell them, hey, you know, hey, but even before I was married, we'd go in there and we'd kick it and whatnot. And, you know, yeah, they'd sit on me and whatnot. And I'd be like, okay, well, that's enough. Get up off of me. You know, here go a couple of dollars. And boom, boom, boom. You know, they'd bump it on down. But, yeah, as we would go on in time, a lot of them, the dancers, became cool with them. You know, some of my homies, they would even exchange numbers with them. And, you know, because they saw we were some real motherfuckers. And we were not just to get something from them. We were just in there kicking it with them. And hell, at one point, me and another partner of mine, a good friend, a relative, we was damn near getting ready to open up one. But, you know, that quickly changed and shit. But, you know, it do what it do. But, yeah. So, my thing is, I don't think there's a age limit to where you can go to the strip club. That's like saying you're putting an age on when you can go to the club. And I think I did one before. I had asked a question out there before about this, that when is it too old to go to the club? Now, a lot of my partners still go to the club. I got some of my partners that's in their 50s, mid 50s, late 50s, still go to the club. Now, me, I used to go to the club when I was a whole lot younger, when I wasn't married, didn't have no kids. Go in there and kick it, stay out all fucking night, and go to work the next day. You know, in that same morning, hell, most of the times, we would go to the club, and from the club, go straight to work. Armband on and steal everything, you know. But, you know, these youngsters nowadays, they can't do that shit. They got to go home and sleep for 2 or 3 days, you know, whatnot. So, because they made out of some plastic shit when we was made out of concrete and steel. You know what I mean? If you don't, then you never will. But on that scenario, same thing. When is it too old to go to the club? The same shit in the club, same shit in these strip clubs. Hell, the strip club might even be a little bit safer than going to the club. Hell, you go to the club now, you might get shot. You know how these youngsters is. You walk in, they got tennis shoes on. You step on their tennis shoes or bump across their tennis shoes, they lose their fucking minds. Don't say excuse me, don't nobody want no suit and ties no more. It's this blue jean tennis shoe shit, baseball caps or do-rags. Come on. The last time I went to the club was with a old friend, used to be in my motorcycle club. It was his birthday. I put a suit on, me and my wife, we go. Man, the music they was in there playing, I was like, what the fuck? Couldn't understand the shit. It was blah, 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 blah. I'm looking like, damn. And the way they was dressed, especially the young ladies, if they wasn't giving shit to the imagination. You could see what they ate last week, what the gynecologist told them 2 weeks ago, all kind of shit. And the dudes was like, hell, the dudes was dressed like damn women. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. You know, to each his own. You do you. But, I walked in the restroom to wash my hands with an old school dude, and they was older than me. And this was probably about 15, 16, maybe 20 years ago. It was a while ago. And I walked in, they had a dude in the bathroom. You wash your hands, he give you a paper towel. He had the little spray smell good, peppermints and all that shit. Shit like I'm used to when I would go to the club. And first thing he said, oh, man. He said, you kind of look out of your element, ain't you? I said, hell yeah, I'm out of my element. I said, but I'm in here for a birthday party for my young friends. And, I'm in here tripping. And first thing he complimented me on was my tie. He said, oh, man, that's a nice tie. I said, I appreciate it. And another youngster come in. He said the same thing. Oh, man, school. That's a clean little tie you got on. I said, man, appreciate it, youngster, And then I got my ass up out of there. But the whole thing, and I'm getting off topic a little bit, and the whole thing with that is, going to the strip club, like I said, and going to a club, the club thing is different. Now, the strip club, it ain't ever really men in there. I mean, well, women started going to strip clubs too now, so which is kind of on the, like, kind of type shit to me. But to me, it was crazy, or it's crazy that, if I want to go to a club, if I'm not married, I don't have any kids, I ain't got shit else to do, and I want to go to the club, hang out, have me a drink or two, get my dance on or whatnot, I should be able to do that without anybody fucking with me. But that ain't the case now. So with that being said, you can go to a strip club, hell, you could be 90 in that motherfucker. Hell, they gonna be giving you a dap in that bitch, for sure. Just cause you that old or that age and you still able to get around and get up and get off up in there. Now me personally, now I'm more of a sports bar type place, somewhere that you can shoot pool. I don't do darts, but the dart things, stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's a conversation to be had. But right now, my wife is indisposed right now. But that's why I'm getting at with this part 2, and that's when DJ Mad is gonna come back in. I put it to him as to we get both our wives on the show and we let them interject with this conversation and see what they outtake it. I mean, I kind of know what my wife's is, but I would like to get DJ Mad's wife's intake on everything. So, Miss Tundra, I don't know if he nasty or not, but hey, that part 2 is coming, and we're gonna get together hopefully within the next week or so, and we can come back with this part 2 of this, and then we can get a woman's perspective on everything that I'm talking about right now. So, it's gonna be a little short one again. It's kind of, I ain't gonna say hard to do it when you're by yourself, but the interaction thing back and forth how me and DJ Mad had, once again, peace out to DJ Mad. He is coming back, y'all. He just, he got some stuff we got to take care of for his life, period. So what I'm gonna do right quick, I gotta take a quick commercial break. I gotta go check on something. I got something in there boiling, but I will be right back to finish up this segment, and then I'm gonna close out the show. So y'all hold on, I'll be right back. All right, people, I'm back. Sorry about that. Like I said, I'm gonna be real brief because, like I said, I got some stuff going on in the crib real quick. But like I'm saying, in closing, part 2 will be coming up. Y'all just keep subscribing, keep liking, comment. We would love some more comments, for sure. And DJ Mad, he's coming back. Slowly but surely, he's coming back. Trust me, y'all. He is coming back. I mean, I know I said I was looking for hosts and stuff like that, but hey, me and this man started this shit. We're gonna continue to do this shit. So, with that being said, y'all think about it, man. When is it too old, or when is a man too old to go to the strip club, the gentleman's club, the butt naked? Y'all holler back. So with that being said, live long and prosper. Peace and prayers. And we'll catch y'all next time on part 2. Peace.